Day 121. Beautiful morning. No wind, no clouds, no cold, no bugs. Rather pleasant. For some reason, my body decided to wake up at 2 a.m. and I went with it. Woke up and I was like, nah, I'm not going back to sleep. I might as well actually start my day. So it's almost 3 a.m. and I'm ready to roll. Already did my coffee thing, breakfast and all that. 48 miles to town, man. We can do that in a couple of days. But like most days, I'm just going to wander, man. No big goals. What a beautiful morning. Smells good, sounds good. Yeah. Let's go have an adventure, man. There's just something kind of cool about coming over a hill and having the moon shining on you. If it were a little higher in the sky, it would be more than enough to see by. But at the same time, I gotta keep my headlamp on because I don't trust them spiders. Spiders themselves don't show up much, but their webs glow at quite a distance. Even I keep my headlamp on minimal just to save battery because I use it so much. You know, this is what I see, but this is full blast. Boom! Like what? But I don't need that tonight hike. Keep that night vision preserved. Oh man, getting into a full moon again. The only problem with full moons is they're not meant for early morning hikers. You know, the moon goes down by then. The moon that works best for me is the waning one because that's in the sky at 3 a.m. when I'm up. But since I'm up early, I get to enjoy this bad boy. Good morning. Beautiful day. I got eyeballs. Probably just a deer. I was just thinking, man, I never see eyeballs in these woods. On the AT, there was a few sets of them staring at me every night. Oh, yep, you're a deer. I just wish I could get the eyes to reflect on camera. Let's turn this thing up to full blast. Nope. Oh. Yeah, you can see those shining, right? Or you can see the whole fucking deer. What's up, deer? How you doing? They always run when I talk to them. What's that all about? They don't like my deer voice. Maybe you like a little more bass in my voice? How you doing, deer? Nope, didn't like that at all. Well, if he's here, then that makes me safe because like no cat's gonna choose me over a deer. Deer are tasty. I fight back. Sure, cat's badass, made out of 150 pounds of solid muscle. And so, yeah, it'll fuck my world up. But, you know, there's a deer over here, so, you know. I am mostly safe. Come on, deer, follow me. Be my decoy. Oh, good morning, gorgeous. Oh, if you blow on them, they just drop straight out their web. That's a crazy reaction. You are so big. I was hoping she'd jump around in her web or something. But anyway, that's really crappy web you built, but it's off the side of the trail, so I appreciate it. That's the only one I've seen so far this morning. And I'm probably like, I don't know, 3 miles in or so. So that's not a bad ratio. That's about the only thing I'm worried about, man, getting one of those in my face. Ah. So quiet. Oh, that really sucks that doesn't show up. I thought it was a UFO, man. I was like, what the hell is that? It's just half of the moon. It's weird the planet shows up, but the moon doesn't. Oh, almost there. Nonce. Nah, it doesn't know justice. It's just half of this little red moon, bright red. hovering over the city. Or I don't know what it's hovering on. There's not necessarily a city below it. But I'm just seeing a half dome that's glowing red. It was come around the corner and see that was kind of crazy. 'Tis a beautiful moon. I didn't even know I was facing this direction. This trail totally turned around. I thought the moon was in a completely different direction, so I was like, what the hell is that? Because it still doesn't look like a moon. This trail has been really overgrown for the past 15 or 20 miles. It's hard to see everything I'm trying to look for. You know, spiders and eyeballs and little pit traps because something keeps digging holes in the trail. Spiders and eyeballs and pit traps, oh my. Spiders and eyeballs and pit traps, oh my. All of a sudden I can see my breath. It just went from being really warm to really cold. Is there a poltergeist around? I'm smelling something weird, musty. Real musky, sorry, not musty, musky. I want to imagine that's what a bear would smell like. But I'm pretty sure if I was close enough to smell a bear, the bear would be eating me. Or I'd be eating him. I tasted bear last year. They're quite tasty animals. Well, sunrise is about to begin. I'm still headed towards the first water. It was, I want to say it was 6 miles away. So that's not bad to do 6 miles before the sun comes up. I should probably start waking up early every day, since it is so damn hot during the day. Get as many hours as I can before it comes up. Let's see what I can do. Put myself on a different schedule. Oh, Jesus, nothing shows up in the camera when I face forward. See, like I can totally see this long path and a tunnel under the trees and all this stuff, but just black on camera. Sun has just popped up. Ah, good morning. Bright orange glow. I dig the colors it makes. All the little spots. But anyway, so I went up, got my water. It was a little ways off trail, but not too far. On the way down there was girls that I camped with. Not last night, but the night before. Yesterday I made a 24. My legs gave out. I was done, or my feet did. That was all I could handle. They pushed on, man. They definitely pushed on. So I'm walking throughout the night, and I just assumed that I passed them and didn't see them because, you know, I've already done 6+ miles. But no, when I showed up at the watering hole, they were breaking down camp already. So they did like a 30, and they were already up and pretty much getting ready by the time I showed up, and I sat down and did second coffee, so they were already gone. Most impressive. There's all that smoke the light's playing off of. That's why the sky was all illuminated. It was illuminated kind of weird, different from a normal sunrise. It's just smoke. Got 2 little hills to do, and then it's like downhill for 13+ miles. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's bad. We'll see. Now that I've cut the toe boxes, though, I mean, you know, downhills aren't nearly as bad as they were, like, 4 or 5 days ago. Shoes fit rather well now that I've cut them up a little bit. Just they let in a lot more dirt, which is eating my socks up. All that grit in there just from stepping is wearing holes in them rather quickly, I might add. But they have a lifetime guarantee on them, so I'll keep trading in those socks forever. Which I should have done with my AT ones, but I never did. That's because I was, glamping. I had too much money. I didn't care about a lifetime guarantee on some socks. So you can see the trail coming along here, then goes around there, and then comes up there. Nice and steep drop-offs. Look how smoky it is back there. You can't even see much. It is thick. Can't see where it's coming from anymore. There was a fire off in that direction yesterday, but I can't see it any longer. But I assume there has to be more than just that one. Way too much smoke for that little fire. I know there's tons of them burning around. There always is. It's the Southwest. It's always on fire. I just don't generally walk through it. Ooh, all right, getting steep. The trail looks pretty freaky right now. This little zooming around the corner there. Would be a sweet view, man. Look at that all smoke. Boo! Splat. And this is how easy it would be to kidnap us. So now there's this trail here. You put some sticks in front of it. You make up a sign on your computer that says detour, put a little arrow there, and we will straight follow it without even second guessing it. And if there happens to be like a cage at the end with maybe a beer and some food in it, we would more than likely crawl inside to get that beer and food. Not doing bad so far. It's 8:30. I've done 11 miles, 11 point something or another. Don't really know how far I'm going today. It really all depends on terrain. My feet, they already hurt, but they always kind of do. They're always in a state of like something hurts. But nothing major. Well, I have 37 miles left to go to Dunsmuir, so I'm probably going to show up there tomorrow. That's kind of the way it's working out. If it's an easy hitch in, I might as well get in, charge my electronics, do my YouTube thing, and try to skate out the morning after. Get some breakfast, do a little resupply, the important shit. But for now, I'm just strolling and enjoying my walk. It's very moist today. A lot of greenery around, like a whole lot. But the sun hasn't hit me with its full effect yet, so it's still rather pleasant. But here she comes. She's starting to peek out. Yeah, see it on my face. Yeah. Yeah, oh well. Mostly downhill for the next, dozen miles or so, what the hell. Maybe I'll be like on the other side in the shadow of it until high noon, of course. Then there's no hiding from it. But since I got up really early, maybe I'll take a nap. No. I kind of would rather pass out at 6 o'clock again and see if I can't wake up at, midnight or 1 or 2. Start getting a little earlier and a little earlier. Might as well, man. I don't want to cook to death in this stuff. It makes hiking no fun at all. It's bad enough that your feet hurt and all that other stuff, but when you're just being cooked at the same time. But there's always something that adds to it. It's the mosquitoes, it's the cold, it's the heat. Me. Yeah. Guess there is always something in there. Can't have it all. What leaves huge white turds? Because this is the second or the third batch of them I've seen. Big piles of white crap. At first I thought it was just like old dog turds, because I know if you leave dog turds in the yard, they turn white. But I think those are already white. What poops white? It's a weird color to poop, really, when you think about it. Better than yellow any day of the week, but it's weird. I walk through these things all day, and sometimes I just don't even really take the time to appreciate how big this tree is. I mean, that's not even one of the huge ones. Wish I had the time and patience to sit here and count some rings, but there's a crap ton. That's what we're going with. But they got them cut out all over the place, because that would be one hell of a detour, because that thing goes way down the hill still. But I mean, you pass right by and you don't even really notice it. Past few miles have just been gorgeous. Still blocked from the sun by the trees. The path is at a very low downhill grade. Quite comfortable. I feel like I'm just walking faster. I'll take this as long as I can. There's been quite a few of these mellow little stream crossings. I haven't really needed water. Been carrying it on my back for a while. It's not hot or anything. The terrain is pretty mellow. And to get little uphills on the way out of here to stretch out the muscles a little bit. Makes the day a little bit easier. Did 16 miles by 10:30. Not too shabby, which I think allows me to take a nap. So, I'm at the next really convenient, nice place, probably next to a water source, depending if there's mosquitoes or not. I'm gonna take me a little siesta. Come back at this with more energy. It took me a nice half-hour nap. It's pretty nice. The bugs left me alone. Flies didn't even really land on me. Sun came out for a minute where I was, but it was enough to wake me up, but I went right back to sleep. Alright, let's get motivated. Get some more miles. Got a long way till Canada, man. Could use some beard oil, huh? It's pretty dry. Oh, sweet, my Uber is waiting. Called him a while ago. This is how I actually get around. There's a bunch of dirt roads that connect this stuff, and I have an Uber waiting for me at each dirt road. And they just drive me to the next pass. You know, it shaves off a good 15 miles a day. No, this walking stuff's hard. I need to collect some water, and while I do that, I might as well take a quick dip. Only seems prudent. Because it's hot. This side or the other side? I like the way the other side looks better, personally. Yeah. Alright, this is what I was hoping for the other day with that bridge. Stuff to tie off to, man. It would be cool to hammock under a bridge. It just is. I don't know why, but I want to do it, but it's way too early in the day. Slightly cleaner, slightly cooler, fresh tape on all of my blisters. I'm gonna try to make it to the next water source. That's 10 miles away, up over a hill. And I'm not bringing a whole lot of water, less than I probably should. I mean, I'm bringing like 2¼ liters, but being a hot day, sunshine and all that. But, you know, it's uphill, so I don't want to carry extra water. Sue me. 10 miles is probably farther than I should push it. It's already about 2 o'clock. That would normally take me 4 or 5 hours to walk. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe trail gods will be kind to me and it'll be smooth terrain the whole way. Who knows? But if I do have to camp in between there, you know, I have enough water for dinner and all that. I just wouldn't have enough for coffee, but yeah, I can just roll down the mountain and pick that up in the morning. Have coffee by the next water source. So it'll all work out regardless. Always does, doesn't it? All right, see if we can take this hill before the sun goes down. Now 6 miles of uphill. So far it's been pretty gradual. Hopefully it stays that way. I'm looking out that I'm in the shade because the sun is right up there. It could be kicking my butt, but these trees are here to protect me. These trees are kind of cool. They all have like wool sweaters on. So it's 6 miles up, then 2 miles of down, and I'll be to the next water source where I plan on camping tonight. Still feeling pretty good. Took pretty good care of my feet today. When I napped, I made sure they were elevated. Soaked them in that cold, cold river. So they're feeling pretty good. Judging that I've done, I think 22 miles at this point. Oh, yeah, I'll be right somewhere near 30 by the end of this. Further than I planned on going, but that's kind of how I roll. The last mile and a half is rough. Doesn't really matter how many miles you do, the last mile and a half is always just so rough. At least it's downhill. I got that going on my side. I think that'll put me at 28 or 29 for the day, so I am pretty pooped. Want to eat some food and just go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow should get me into town. Maybe I'll crash outside and cruise in the morning. I don't know. I'll decide when I get there. I bet I end up going in and just starting the whole process at night. Just makes sense. Get the whole YouTube things done and over with while I sleep. Just the allure of breakfast. That's all I really care about. So I just checked gut hooks. Turns out I did 29.3 today. Not bad. Which means I only have 19 to do tomorrow to get into town. So that's not so horrible either. Won't be there for breakfast, but maybe I'll stick around. I'll see how much I can upload while I'm in there. And it does take like 6 hours to charge my battery pack. So stuck there for that long, so see how much I can upload, and then maybe if things are going well with uploading, because I only have a few things to do anyway, so I might just leave tomorrow. As usual, I'll figure it out when I get there. I'm trapped in my tent. There's tons of hornets out there, but they don't sting you. They just want to hover around you and touch you and stuff. It's kind of weird. But there's these teeny tiny mosquitoes that you can barely see that are just harassing the hell out of me. So I'm trapped in the hammock. And it's hot. Got a sweltering in here. This little window does little to give me any ventilation. I tried peeking my head out to see if the coast was clear, and now they're just waiting for me out there. They don't even make that noise because they're so small. So you don't even know they're coming, which is good. That means that I can sleep with them all around me and they won't be bothering me, though. As long as I stay in here, I'm safe.